from Gotham City, the Old Blue Rugby Football Club.
Welcome back to National Championship Weekend for the Club Sevens. I'm Colin Hawley, joined by Katie Wurst. We're here with the Cup semi-final action. Nova between Old Blue of New York. What do we have to look forward to here, Katie?
I think two fantastic teams that have been competing most of the weekend have shown us some great stuff, some fantastic pace. The Old Blue women's program just back into the fold for a storied club as a whole, and Nova just fantastic history of sevens involvement. Yeah,
absolutely. I was pretty impressed with both sides. Old Blue, definitely the seasoned veterans on the team like Phaedra Knight proving their worth, getting them to this Cup semifinal. But Nova, absolutely amazing at the breakdown. They've been physical, and they've been, I think, playing above their weight, boxing above their weight, and they're absolutely deserving being in this spot. This should be a cracker of a match. As we get going on the outside, Old Blue taking advantage early on, looking the better of the two sides, but getting bottled up into touch. Oh, Nova takes it quick. Little bouncing ball. Nice little shimmy shake up the middle. Supports there if they get over the ball. Nice. No line out. She decides to switch sides of the field. Ball back inside. Can't get handled, but went back, says the referee.
That's number 12. Abby Gustasis has done just fantastic things all week throughout the tournament and just elected to change fields. And
ooh. It's a nice job by Sherilyn Carter right there, shaking off the tacklers and getting through the middle, getting over the go for it. Oh, what a ruck, but she holds on to the ball and gets the turnover for Old Blue. Old Blue on attack. That was a heck of a ruck. Holy cow. All right, Old Blue on the attack, on the wing, fends off one defender, the sweeper to beat, pulls out. Not a bad move there, but his support there. One person in support, she gets blown off the ball. Nova's been awesome at the contact area.
Just we're seeing a great deal of physicality from both sides early on. You know, this is the semifinal match, so it's all on the line here. Both teams just treating it to some fantastic, exciting rugby.
All right, here we go. A little quick tap penalty. Can't handle the ball to tackle. Gets shipped out of bounds. Nova line out. We've seen these line outs come up again here. And Nova decided to go quick, and I don't think that's a bad option. Carter with the ball, decided to go back weak side, puts it to the foot. I'm not sure if she wanted to do that or not. Old Blue not able to gather it. Knock on, worked out for her there.
Certainly Nova caught a little break there, just as we've seen players just trying to scrambling. The pressure was coming up. I think Nova not certain about that decision and where she was going with it, but it worked out in her favor.
Absolutely. Pretty adventurous play there, kicking the ball. Didn't get a lot of purchase on it, but sometimes the luck of the ball, you get a knock on, it's your turnover. Scrum down to Nova. Turnover to Old Blue. Nice little kick out to the fly off. She can't gather it. But here we go. Coming out to the wing. Errant pass there, going back, switching sides of the field. Nova chasing him down. Great defense from Nova. Phaedra Knight showing her experience, pulling the ball out, switching reserve sides of the field, coming out. Oh, they have an overlap here. They just teed it out to the wing. Now let's see what she can do. Ball in two hands, running down the pitch, sweeper to beat. Does she go inside? She does. Nice little step inside. She's gonna go in under the post and give Old Blue the first points of this game.
That's Devon Thomas from Old Blue. Just did a fantastic job of just creating the space and going forward with it. And her teammates are pretty pleased with that result right away. Showed some great pace, putting Old Blue on the board right away.
Now what I think was a pretty big proponent of there was Phaedra, bringing it out to the outside and having the knowledge and the experience. They're like, okay, we're playing sevens right now. I don't need to go in and take a tackle. You know, let's get the defense moving to the sideline, and we're going to reverse the sides of the field, get it outside. You hit the wings in sevens, guys. I'm just telling you right now, you have to do it. Good things happen just like that. Wonderful try. Conversion is good. 7-0. Nova needs to respond here.
And Thomas, a player to watch, a product of the Tiger Rugby Tour for 2014. Had great success in Cancun. Also an NRU product. And really a great addition to the Old Blue program.
Well taken by number 6, Kate Hildreth. They ship it out to the outside. Unable to find the winger, but they gather it. That's number 5, Lauren Heck. doing well there. Support is there in spades. They have numbers on the outside. Good looking rugby here. Great passes to hand. That's number 7, Catherine Hemlock, running away from Phaedra. Not a bad choice. Nice line inside. Tackle the middle of the field. Again, Nova showing their work rate in support and just ball not going to hand there. I was really impressed with the ball skills so far. You thought if they had 1 or 2 more phases, they were going to break that thing open.
Certainly, I think Old Blue caught a little bit of a break there with the mishandle, just trying to scramble. They've been doing a great job of using both ends of the field, just stretching Old Blue out. But they're credit to them for scrambling and getting in position to make sure that they can thwart that attack.
You know, sometimes in sevens, you just got to weather the storm long enough for the other team to make a mistake. You know, you just cross your fingers. You hope for the knock on the forward pass because it's going to happen. Good scrum, Old Blue ball. Coming out to the outside, try score, brings it out to the wing. Nice loop. And maybe a little too much there on the end. Too adventurous play. Devon Thomas, I think she could have just been the runner that she's been. Go for it, put her head down, drive her legs, and set the ruck there instead of trying to force the offload. It's those 50-50 balls that start to kill you.
Trying to play unselfishly, trying to make the handoff to Ullman. Just credit to Nova's defense, getting in that passing lane. She wasn't able to get that ball off.
Yeah, that's a communication thing too from your teammates. If it's not on, she's bottled up. She's trying to fight off the tackler. Just go down. We got this. I'm here in support. Set the ruck. Substitution coming on for Nova. Number 9, Meredith Nelson comes out. I didn't get the number on the replacement, but here she is to put the ball in for Nova. That's number 4, Emily Blease. Out to Carter. She's been dangerous. Finding the wing on the outside. Catherine Hemlock. Great little run from her. Support has just been there in spades for Nova. I'm just really impressed.
Certainly just great field vision from Heck, too, to offload to Hemlock and see where that space was. She's just great unselfish play so far here from Nova.
You know, you thought they had something going on there and just, you know, we've seen this time and time again. The wingers just getting bottled up in the touch, and it's just a turnover. It's a killer.
He still plays himself in decent position here, depending on how the set piece results.
You know, you got to play a patient defense here. Make sure they don't give away any silly penalties. Make a good hit. There you go. Forward pass, and they got the ball in the front of the sticks. Great defensive pressure from Nova. They did what they had to do there.
That's Cade Hildreth. Great tackle there to force the knock on.
Man, she just came out of the line out and just tracked her down.
That's just one thing Nova's been known for, is just their line speed and defense. There's just, Old Blue has maybe half a second to make a decision quickly, so the more pressure you can put them under, fantastic, because they're really doing a great job to make Old Blue's life a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, definitely here. We're brought to halftime. 7-0 the score in favor of Old Blue of New York. Nova hot on their tail right now. Unfortunate not to get an opportunity to score there at the end of the half, but it seems like this is a pretty great matchup, semifinal action, and I couldn't be happier with the level of play right now. I think Old Blue, the more experienced team, they got the veteran Phaedra Knight out there, and she's been instrumental in their success so far. But Nova, I just am so impressed as their work rate as a team. Every time they're going into a tackle, they have support there. Every time they're making tackles, you know, their defense is just setting up, and they're just chasing down Old Blue. It's a great matchup so far. What do you think each team needs to do? What are they going to say in the huddle here to the team to get them going for the second half?
Surely, I'm sure Coach Dana Krieger is talking just about the patience. They're having a better deal of ball possession, which has been fantastic. Old Blue, just a great individual physical effort by Devon Thomas. And I think that Nova, just with the history of their involvement in sevens particularly, will kind of keep them through. So the second half, it could be a totally different story.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. And that's the tale of two halves with sevens. You have a good performance, but then you got to regroup, circle wagons, and come out again for another 7.5. Anything can happen. So let's see what happens here. We're getting back onto the field. Both teams ready to play for a semifinal, a chance at the final. This is sevens rugby at its finest. Day 2, everybody's sore, everybody's tired. All to play for here. Just coming up, Nova and Old Blue, New York.
New York. You pick up.
We take it back down to the field. Old Blue to kick off. They lead this semifinal match 7-0. Thanks for joining us at Starfire Sports Stadium for National Championship Weekend for Club Sevens. I'm Colin Holley, joined by Katie Wurst. We have kickoff action here to the second half. Nova with the ball. Switch reverse play of the field out to number 12. That's Abby Gastidis. And there's the support of Nova. A little bit of knock on, but Old Blue ball, not what you want to do if you're starting out for Nova and wanting to get on the scoreline here. I think the longer that they remain off the scoreline, the more in favor this game goes to Old Blue.
See, Old Blue early on just communicating, saying, you see Phaedra Knight saying, just kind of take a rest. We're on top. Let's hold and keep our composure.
How nice is that, having somebody like Phaedra Knight on our team to be able to oh, look at this break from Old Blue, straight through the middle. She's getting chased down by number 4, Emily Blease, but she's not going to get her. She's over the line. Great try by Old Blue, just split the defenders, and sometimes you just got to put your head down and go.
Certainly, I think that was actually Melissa Ullman, but just really great show and go, hit the gap, was able to convert it. So Noah's right now just reeling from that, saying, where do we have that breakdown in defensive cohesion? So I'm sure they're taking a moment to just regroup and say, we're doing some good things right now, but Old Blue's just finding those gaps. We need to make sure that we shore those up.
We talk about possession in sevens. Nova had the ball onto the wing, knock on in their own half. Change the page. Old Blue ball, they get it. With only a minute 30 gone in this game, they just have a great play, score to the post, and now you find yourself down 12-0. Possession in these games, having the wherewithal not to have the knock on the wing, not going to touch, it matters. It's so important to maintain possession. Offsides is the call. Nova again with a great chance to get them going on the front foot here. They need to get on the scoreline quickly, in my opinion, and battle back here. Oh, great hit by Phaedra. Look at her chasing down the ball. Such a crafty veteran. Tries for the offload, gets knocked back. Carter unable to handle that thing, but went back to the referee, and she gets up, not held into the tackle. Gosh, she is scrappy.
It's Charlene Carter doing a good job to keep the ball going forward for Nova.
But a little Old Blue quick tap, coming out to the try score, and out to the wing. She has a gap inside, decides to kind of try to pull out, trying to find a runner, but it gets wrapped up in the tackle. Nova with the counter again, and down the sideline goes Abby. Oh, the offload just doesn't go to hand for her yet again. Another knock on for Nova on the wing. It's one of those things. It's a gamble. These 50-50 balls, sometimes they work out, and they're the ones that get you the try, they get your team going. But sometimes you just got to take it back in, hit the deck, and play the phase. It's just a decision-making aspect of rugby, and that's why it's the thinking man and woman's game, in my opinion. You got to make these decisions on the fly. You got to be switched on, and unfortunately, that one not going to hand for Nova again. Old Blue ball.
Just the last couple of series of phases, Thomas took it up and just ran a little bit further away from her support than she would need, but credit to Nova for just being right on it, having that counter ruck, earning the ball, taking it forward.
Off the foot, play on.
Great defensive pressure there by Nova.
Oh, ball squirts out. Not releasing the tackler here. Old Blue ball. You got to think, you got to be disciplined right now. Although their defense is coming up very strong and hard, you can't just give up these penalties because the clock is just ticking away. Old Blue happy to take their time right here. Shipping the ball out to the wing. And again, you see the counter-rucking of Nova just making all sorts of problem at the ruck. That is the staple of their game. We saw it yesterday, we're seeing it again today. They just want to come and blow up that contest.
We've seen just the progression of making this commitment to physicality for this Nova side. I'm sure that's something they discussed about last night in their team meetings, talked about it and said, we can compete at the breakdown. Let's make sure that we can get more ball position by just out-muscling teams.
I think physically they've been probably one of the strongest teams out here, but in terms of accuracy, having those knock-ons, you know, the offloads and 50-50s, that's the only thing letting this team down right now. And I think if they just clean that up, I mean, they're absolutely one of the best squads here. Old Blue with the quick tap. Deciding to go with the boot, not a bad option. Good kick chase. It's number 4, Emily Blease. Gathers it well, Nova there in support. Holding on, Old Blue penalty again. Not back 10. Referee's not gonna be happy with that. Come here, says the ref, reach into the pocket. You get the color, and you gotta go. That's Megan Hansen. Now, I know there's frustration there. You're 140 down. You got to do something. If they get on the board again, it might be too far out of reach. You're still within 2 tries here. 1 converted, 1 unconverted. Oh, are we going for a drop goal here? Haven't seen this yet this weekend, but she nails it. Got to get a number on that one, but what a bold play, and she just absolutely slots the drop goal.
Great decision there. There are points afforded to her. She trusted herself and displayed a great skill set that is very much needed at this point. And with just around about a minute left, it's just those insurance points can be very beneficial with this Nova team that's always dangerous, can strike a score at any moment.
I mean, that is just absolutely impressive rugby from Old Blue. Amazing stuff just to knock that thing, or have the presence of mind to put them up by more than 2 converted tries. I think that was the thinking there, and it's a pretty impressive game management from a veteran side. Nova again with the turnover and the tackle, a little bit of knock on here. They're definitely the more physical team, but just those inconsistencies, you know, Old Blue is getting the better of them. How about that? Haven't seen that yet. Drop goal, and you know, awesome game management skills from Old Blue.
Just a great tactical decision. When there are points afforded, go for them.
Oh, absolutely, being able to slot that thing. You know, your 15 points, more than 2 converted tries, gives you a little more breathing room, because you never know in 7s. Scrum down. I guess this is Nova ball here. Still a woman down from the yellow card. They get it out to the wing. Can't handle it, but drop down, and we're on the front foot again. Nice fend off. That's number 5, Lauren Heck. And lost the ball in the tackle again.
Heck just displaying great leg drive coming up forward. Just wasn't able to maintain possession. Now this is danger time here for Old Blue.
Phaedra kicking it a touch. And that's going to be the game. We've got Old Blue of New York coming out victorious in this semifinal action match. They'll go on. Nova, happy to have you here. You played with your hearts.